Yesterday morning, I felt a sense of peace that I haven't felt in years. Not from a vacation or accomplishing any to do list, but I believe it was something very different. And I want to tell you exactly what happened yesterday and what I believe were three things that led to that moment of peace and how we can continue forward with this sense of peace in our lives, especially as veterans who are navigating the struggles and complications of civilian life. Yesterday, I was just simply cooking breakfast like I normally do, just cooking eggs. Usually have it every meal, every breakfast. I don't really get tired of eggs. And I noticed I was just thinking about my thoughts just during this time. It just dawned on me that there was nothing weighing me down in that moment. I just really felt a sense of peace and presence in my own life. And I just felt like there was just nothing weighing me down at all. No negative thoughts, nothing like that. I just felt nothing negative. It was just all positive, all amazing. And I do truly believe that I can trace it back to these three things that I'd finally stopped doing. And I believe that these are the things that can truly steal our peace. And one is our attention. When we decide to wake up in the morning, sometimes we can choose to either move right along with our day or let the world distract us by grabbing our phone, going to the news, going to the social media, and letting this attention and information bombard our minds. So the world is fighting for our attention. And what I've noticed during that morning and what I have done in the past before is that the most important thing about my mornings is to protect it, to guard it, because I don't want anything else to steal my attention, to distract myself from the day, because that's going to introduce entropy and chaos back into my mind. So we could be tempted with the notifications and news and this noise, and that's going to set the tone for the entire day. Something's going to be piss you off or tick you off on the news or on social media, or to simply distract you or make you have a little rogue thought enter your mind at the start of the day. And that's going to be something that's going to linger for the rest of that day. So the solution to this, what I did personally was I literally got up out of bed, and within the first 5 minutes of waking up, I just got ready to go to the gym without looking at my phone. Just well, I picked up my phone, but I didn't look at it and so open up social media or YouTube or anything like that, or try to check all my text messages and DMs and emails. I just went to the gym before the world had a chance to pull me back in and pull me into distractions. So, one thing that I will suggest here as an action step is to identify the first distraction that greets you every single morning and eliminate it before tomorrow. If you're watching this maybe by the afternoon today or the evening, and then you're about to wake up in the morning, maybe it's that you need to put your phone away from your bedroom or from your nightstand from your bed, because you need to be able to start your day fresh, clean slate, without distractions, to be able to get things moving, get things going throughout your day so that you can make the progress that you want and move forward in peace. The second thing is your priorities. When we don't have a proper structure throughout our day and a proper routine and a certain priority level on certain things, we're going to treat multiple things as urgent and important, and this creates even more mental noise. This goes beyond our attention and our distractions when we don't set clear priorities. I'm going to say the word priority at this point because it doesn't make sense that we have priorities plural, because even if we have two priorities, we're deciding that we can do two things at the same time and have it as urgent and important on this very hour. We need to get both of these things done at the same time. But we are not designed as multitaskers. We're designed to be able to focus on one thing at a time. Our minds can't process more than what we're trying to give it. Like, think of it as like RAM for your computer. There's only so much that you could put on and process at the same time before your computer crashes, right? So we need to treat our minds the same way. We can't have multiple tabs on the internet, or have these browsers open, or have these certain tasks where you need to take care of your business while you take care of your children and your family, and then suddenly you have to cook your meals, and you have to meal prep, and you have to do all like your and then suddenly you have to start cleaning your room, and then all these things. You have so many tasks that you're filling your mind on, and you're thinking about all these things. You don't have a proper structure in place. So you need to have a priority in your life where in this certain hour, I'm going to take care of this. And in this certain hour, I'm going to take care of that. So we need to have one singular level of focus at a time, because there's going to be a lot of things that are going to want to steal your attention, like I said. And a lot of things are going to seem important to you, but we need to identify what is the most important thing at this time today, and then tackle that one thing. Think about the problems that you need to solve. What are the problems that you need to solve today that, if solving, will make your life significantly better? Whether it be for finances, or for family or relationships, whether it be for your health or your spiritual life, it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter actually. I shouldn't. I'll retract that. But we need to identify what is the biggest priority in your life, and being able to take care and solve that problem today. I'm not talking about tomorrow, today. Maybe you're watching this in the evening and maybe it has to be tomorrow, but you get what I mean. We can only solve today's problems, and we can't really worry so much about the next day and the next day and the next day, because we're gonna not be able to prioritize things that ultimately matter today. Solving the problems today so that tomorrow is gonna feel a lot better. We want to be able to make tomorrow's problems easier to handle than today's problems. When we're solving today's problems, it's going to make things a lot better moving forward. So prioritize based on problem solving. What is the biggest problem you need to solve? And then number three, the biggest thing that I believe is stealing your peace is your battles. But see, veterans are fighting something that they can't fight alone. And I've noticed this quite recently, because I've been noticing more, it was just more than just a mental battle, but it was a spiritual battle. Whether we like it or not, we need something greater than us that is going to fight these battles for us. And that's God. That's Jesus. And I've leaned on him over the past few months, and my life has gotten significantly better because of it. It's this sense of peace that is beyond understanding. This is a peace that you normally don't find in the world, something that we all need in our lives, because we need to rest on him, knowing that we don't have to fight these battles alone. Not just the mental battles, but the spiritual battles that are attacking the mind, that are attacking our thoughts, that are attacking the way we live, that lead us into destruction and chaos. So when I came back home from the gym, I went straight into worship and praise, opening my Bible and spending time with God, because that's the priority in my life. That is the priority that I set for myself, because I want to spend more time with God, my creator, and he wants to give me blessings upon blessings, and he wants to do the same for you. And we need to commit to worship. Worship is spiritual warfare against the enemy. And the enemy is working. He is working to kill, steal, and destroy you. That's what the enemy does. And we need to realize that sooner rather than later. The sooner we recognize that, the better, because we can start to actually fight in the authority that Jesus gives us. And that we need to equip ourselves with the weapons, with the armor of God. And I've been doing this almost on a daily basis now. And I need to do it every single moment of my life, because the enemy has been working overtime for me. He's been trying to steal my thoughts. He's been trying to keep me away from God. I've seen him. I've experienced him warp my dreams into perverse imagery that I shouldn't have to see. And we need to see that it's not just our thoughts, but it's the enemy giving our thoughts. So we need to be on the offensive and allow God to work within us to attack the enemy, because there's more to life than just what we see in the physical world. There is a spiritual world out there. And I'm being serious about this. And in 2 Corinthians 10, verses 3 through 5, it says, "The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself against the knowledge of God, and we take captive every thought and make it obedient to Christ." This is warfare, and we can't fight it alone. We need to equip ourselves with the armor of God and the sword of the Spirit, being the word of God, and worship, and allow Him to move through us and give Him our battles and our burdens, because we don't need to carry this alone. We go through so much crap in our minds and our day-to-day lives, and we can't explain it. No one else can understand it. We can try to make them understand, but there's some things that we need to battle in ourselves, and it's more than just going through our day-to-day life and living like everything is fine, because everything is not fine. We need to be honest about that. We need to recognize when we're really struggling and when we're really hurting, and we need to come to God first. We need to have Him as a priority in our lives, and then we need to equip ourselves with the armor of God and the sword of the Spirit, being the word, and worship Him and praise Him, and then go on the offensive on the enemy under the authority of Jesus, because that's how we're going to truly find undeniable, profound, supernatural peace in our lives, more than just what the world says is peace. You're not going to find it anywhere else but through Christ. And I can promise you that, because my life has gotten significantly better because of me leaning towards Christ. And it's been such an amazing blessing in my life. And I want other people to experience that. So the moment you stop fighting alone is the moment peace will show up in your life. And I spent years fighting alone and wondering why peace never stuck around. And I don't want that for you. So if you're a veteran who's ready to find real direction and real peace in your life, I'd love to be able to have a conversation with you and see how we could find you your next mission, your next purpose in your life, so that you could find the peace that you need to rest easy, knowing that you have something that is worth fighting for, that is worth protecting, and that is worth serving. So I'd love to be able to have a conversation with you. I have a link in the description below to book a free call to see how I can help you. So anyway, hopefully this helped you out in any way. I'd love to see in the comments like what stuck out for you the most. What is the thing that you're struggling with the most? Is it a spiritual battle that you're fighting? Is it your attention? Is it a priority in your life that you missed the mark on? Or are you trying to reevaluate your priority in your life? The singular one priority. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this, and I will talk to you later. Lord bless you. Semper Fi.